Here we go, guys. The moment we've been all waiting for, the big pullback on Theta. And no, don't have a heart attack. This is not Theta. This is Total 3, okay? This is one of the secrets, that we use, one of the charts to see how well our altcoins, in particular Theta, Tfuel, so on and so forth, are doing compared to the general market. This is total market cap excluding they kick out Bitcoin, kick out Ethereum, so it's all the smaller altcoins. And of course, today, huge profit taking came down into the 20, and yeah, even a little passive. Must have been a lot of orders down here in and around the 20. Some people that know how to play this game. But anyway, it's quite a bit of money in here, down on Total 3 about 6%. But we love watching the weekly chart, quite frankly, especially during this alt season, and put everything back on here. As you see, it came up here. We've had, if you looked at my other video, you've seen this red dash line has been here for quite a while. And yeah, I was smashed into it, couldn't get over it. So we need to pull back here. And no little secret. Well, anyway, I'll just say that for our Patreon members. We got a couple of things going on here that could indicate that we may, pull back a little bit more for us, some profit taking. But if we hold at a certain level, obviously, we could work our way up and out of here. For people that haven't seen any of my, altcoin videos, we called this way back in the day, but this, go down in history as where the altcoin market started, okay? The week of October 16th and the 23rd. And you can go back to your altcoin and you should have a nice green candle in those locations. If not, you may want to evaluate things, or if you do, that means you're getting a piece of the action. These literally billions and billions of dollars coming in, over a week period of time. You're getting your coin, your tech is getting a piece of the pie, piece of that action. Okay, so let's get in. That's the first thing. Just wanted to, kind of compare that. Let's go to Theta, but let's first go to the daily here. And yeah, here we are. Okay. And if you go back on my videos again and written post, we were calling this green dash line. It's a measured move that our Patreon members know how to do. And that was going to be pretty hard resistance. Now, yeah, that was part of it. Also, what helped, I got to get credit where credit's due. Bitcoin also had or is having a, pretty decent pullback, bigger than what we've had, most recently. And then also just kind of an FYI here, we're looking a lot more, bearish than bullish on this candle. Yeah, we still have, an hour and 20 minutes to go. So buy the dippers could come in and take us up and over that white dash line at about 277. We really need to get back over that zone, start consolidating between here and $3. Okay, we want to be in the upper $2 area to stay, a lot more aggressive, a lot more bullish near term. But as you see here, we sold off a lot more on this candle, this candle. Each one is worth 30%. In other words, 30%. If none of that was here, and we put in that first candle right here with a huge topping tail sell off, especially after a really nice run to the upside, 30% of the time you get a red candle pullback. This adds another 30%, okay, probability. Just like over here, 30, 60, we did pullback, but there's a lot bigger and an extended pullback than this was. It's just a pause candle, to be honest with you. Breakout, continuation, so on and so forth. So, and then also, I mean, I don't want to give away the store, but when you guys, when you're, on the daily or especially the weekly, you start getting extended over the 20, that's not where to buy. And how do I know? Because that's the way back in the day I used to do it. The bigger this run up, the more I would, FOMO into it. And guess what? And I thought it was, the computer seeing my buy and that, hey man, Wall Street's jacking me over because as soon as I got in, it started going lower. Uh, and now I know to buy into the market in or around the 20, okay, and then sell far and away. Or or in this case, just kind of hold and then wait for a pullback, a little bit more, substantial pullback before taking some, more fee out and putting it in there. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and do T-Fuel. Kind of the same deal. It's holding. We hit this particular one of my thing measured move, and big sell off, sell off, sell off. Matter of fact, we had a buy up, buy up, buy up too. So you got to give it to the bulls down here, just like you did here. Sell off, buy up. But basically, we want to stay inside bar. In other words, we want to stay in this green bar here. Okay, a lot of people don't realize how important those inside bars. In other words, you can wick over it, under it, whatever, but as long as you're closing in there, it's called an inside bar. And then guess what? You sit on your hands because the market's always right. You'll either break up to the upside or it'll break down to the downside. And they have pretty good, well, actually very high odds probabilities of success, once that breakout is completed. Now let's go back to Theta. Keep you guessing here. Okay, here's the weekly chart. And remember when we were looking at the total three and had those two blue arrows down there? Well, guess what? Here we are on Theta. Theta's getting a piece of action. Theta's, money's coming in here, big money's coming in to Theta as well. And you can go to the daily or weekly chart and compare it to the total three over here, and you'll get very similar candles. They're not going to be the same, obviously, because it's completely two different, apples and oranges. But you should be getting, the most important thing I care about is you're getting green when it's green. But here we are on the weekly, and we thought this 200, well, on normal assets, okay, without any news coming out. We did have some great news that came out yesterday from Mitch and the Theta team, so on and so forth. And that's why we didn't have a deeper pullback. Not making excuses, just telling you, because a flat 200, especially on a weekly chart, is about as tough as resistance as you can get. And normally you get a week or two pullback, consolidation and a breakout. But here we are, same green dash line, same white dash line. We really want to get above that. If not, then we might be back under that 200, which right now, and that's all I care about, is that location. Oh, 258. Let's just call it 260. We need to stay over 260 to stay, in our safe spot. Okay. You start trading, essentially closing candles under that 200. We can see a little de-root. But again, are you going to be buying here or, holding or selling? Okay. And you need to be either holding, not financial value, just, only thing I know is I know nothing at all. But anyway, definitely don't want to be buying up here. I don't care if it's Bitcoin, Theta, or whatever. That's just my opinion. And I have way back in the day thousands of dollars of losses to prove it. Okay, so I'm a little, when things start getting really separated from the 20, and this is the weekly, even on the daily, you saw that, I'm a little skittish, and normally it comes out, to be true, because that's the baby cut. We're on T-Fuel now on the weekly chart. Every candle is 1 week of price action, kind of the same deal. So yeah, we could see more pullback here, but we do have the ranges lined up. And T-Fuel right here at 11 cents. That purple line, that's the 200 that's just now coming on, and it too is could be, unless there's news that comes out, unless Bitcoin is running and gunning real hard, that's going to be an issue too. But that's fine as well. We have many months for this run to happen, to blossom, for us to take off out of here. And that's another thing. A lot of people I'm getting off basically we're done with Theta and Tfuel. You want to click off now, that's fine. I just wanted to, like I always say, I want your technical analysis, your charting IQ to be higher, when you leave than when you got here. And let's see if I can find Shiba. And here we are. Okay, here's the weekly. I'm kind of giving the store away with this is kind of some, what we do on those blue arrows. So I just leave it at that. But, and, our measured moves, because this was one, and then we have the other one here for a specific reason. But what I'm getting at is that, yeah, these things move. You can make some quick, dirty money, but you better, take profits. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you from experience, because you can lose a whole candle as fast as you got it, and greed will kill you. It's not, it's sometimes, well, I say most time it's easier to buy. It's harder to sell because you're worried about it going higher. Well, what if I get out now? Well, see, that's another thing, little thing we teach our Patreon members. If you go all in down here, which you shouldn't, but if you did, you definitely don't want to go all out unless you're just flipping this thing, for X% of profit. Now, if this is if this was an altcoin you were holding let's do Doge. If this is an alt, see, that's what I'm telling you. I didn't even notice that, but or see that because I'm not playing that one. But anyway, uh, if it's an altcoin you're going to be holding for an extent like Theta, TP, or whatever, uh, you know, I don't know if I would take everything out that you had put in. In other words, take all the profit out, like on a day like today when we're getting a sell-off candle, or tomorrow and the next day, hypothetically, if we get a red candle, I don't know. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do because if you have, 5,000 coins and it all of a sudden starts running as small as these numbers are, as small as the price is. I mean, if you start out with 5,000, you might end up with 3,000 time you buy back in. Okay. Um, but that's every person's choice. But here we are on Doge, super big weekly candle last week, uh, sell-off candle this week. Looking over here, yeah, we have some well, actually all the way across, so we can get it over there. See all this, everything you need to know about the chart is on the left-hand side. All this hadn't been done yet, okay? This will give you a great indication where previous resistance was or support. And when you start coming up into that level of previous resistance or previous support, like here, then it broke it, resistance, this candle that came up through it, then that's going to be resistance coming up, into that zone, okay? And not, that's not the total reason this sold off. Uh, Probably the 99% reason was let's just use this candle, not even coming back here. It's just used this candle last week. See, it was about 80% at the top, 78 at the close, and then it ran up ran to about 130 something. Okay, over 130% in a week and a couple of days. So not a bad month's work, okay? So anyway, well, all right, guys, hang in there. Thanks for watching, and give us a follow on Twitter, and definitely check out our Patreon members group if you want to learn how to do this stuff. If you want to survive this altcoin mania, this crypto market. I mean, I'm being like very serious right now. This could be life changing, both for your family, both positive or negative. Okay, so don't screw this up. I mean, you got one chance. Do not screw it up. Get some education. Learn this stuff. Put your which is a lot easier said than done. Put your emotions to the side. This is a mental game right now. They will beat you out of this stuff, out of your coins mentally. These big drops right here, even on Theta, Bitcoin, I mean, no telling how many people got liquidated, selling off, giving smarter investors, institutions their coins. And then guess what? This stuff's going to keep going higher, uh, you know, unless we get a black swan event. But even then, you saw what happened in COVID. COVID hit, and crypto didn't care. Neither did right back here. That was COVID, the big slam down, the big fakeroo, and then boom, see V-shaped recovery, and here was the halving, and yeah, Bitcoin and all your altcoins, yeah, they didn't give a crap about COVID, which, they were right. But all right, enough about that. Okay, guys, hang in there. We'll see you on the charts.